There was a moment and this is a little bit off, but I want to get back to it. But there was a moment in the end of this interview. If you watch the end of the interview, and you will see why Magic is a billionaire in the business world.
Ooh.
The end of the interview, Magic makes, and if you guys want any advice whatsoever on how to deal, how to be essentially a businessman, at the end of the interview, Magic compliments each and every one of the hosts, specifically on things in their life. He goes, Stephen A. Smith, he goes, listen, you're my man. I love you. I said I was going to come here when I was going to do this and nowhere else. I love what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. Max, you got that new boxing show. I saw that one with Andre. Man, it was so good. I just love what you're doing, and you're my brother. Molly, you know I love you, and I love your husband, who is Jalen Rose, because he's a Michigan man, you know what I mean? Now, you will watch Stephen A., Max, and Molly's faces light up. And this is the brilliance to it. Now, it doesn't work on our level just yet, but to be the top, and to almost belittle yourself to and put these other people who are clearly below you on a social ladder, but to bring them above you and act like a fan. What that means to people.
Oh, it happens all the time.
No. Yeah. I'm not denying, but it is a class on schmoozing, and what they say about Magic is no one in the business schmoozes, but that is his magic.
Right.
And when you take that into the business world, now you have meetings like that where you're just meeting with some fucking like business developers or like some real estate developers who are lifelong Lakers fans, and they get to sit down with Magic, and then Magic makes them feel special. They leave there going, I want to do business with Magic. I know this other guy might have more money or whatever, but let's do the movie theaters with Magic.
I get it.
And there is brilliance in figuring that out. Because some people put themselves up on top of the castle.
You got to know who you are, though. You got to know who you
100%,
are.
And how people see you.
And how people see you. And Magic knows exactly who he is.
My man said he is not regretful in the meeting. A man with AIDS said that he is not regretful in the meeting. When he said that shit multiple times, I was like, what?
Wow, he meant that shit.
Not nothing.
Not one thing. Not a thing. Yeah, no. I mean, and you can tell the longer he stayed with the Lakers, the more that magic about being able to schmooze people and have that fucking aura of magic starts to wane a little bit.
Hey, don't talk to Ben Simmons. Hey, don't talk to
Can I also say this? He didn't do a great job himself.
No.
Like,
he said
he opened the interview saying, huh?
I wrote about this extensively.
He wrote about it.
Yeah, sure did. Kaz, yeah, let's not forget what Kaz said.
100%. We've always credited him, but go on.
He said, he had to get rid of D'Angelo Russell because of the whole, Shaggy, what's his name?
Swaggy P. Yeah. He called him Shaggy P.
He called him Shaggy P. Yeah, okay.
Hysterical.
That's number one. You don't know shit. Second of all, if there is disagreement between you and a guy whose name you can't even get right, you get rid of that guy. You keep the more talented player. You always keep the more talented player.
Right.
I don't care if you flipped for Kuzma. Right. You had a better player. You passed on Jason Tatum. You wanted Lonzo. You said that was your pick. You took ownership of that. You act like you were making everything right. You weren't.
Right.
Your contracts this offseason were not good contracts. Kaz, just say more shitty things he did.
Lance Stevenson, JaVale McGee, Michael Beasley, Rajon Rondo. Didn't get a single shooter next to LeBron James.
Didn't trade for Paul George. Didn't trade for Kawhi Leonard.
Didn't go for Kawhi Leonard. Passed on De'Aaron Fox, even though he's a better point guard.
He's not good at this.
No, he's not.
Because here's the thing, and it's important to acknowledge, this takes the grind. And he might complain about being only a face, but that's what he would be best at.
Yeah.
He is best as the ambassador of the Lakers, not the president, not the GM, but the ambassador. Be at every single game, be in all the interviews, be at the lottery, be at every public outing. Just don't be involved in the decision making because you don't want to. Hey, be there telling players to come to the Lakers, but don't be the GM or president where you get fined for it. Just be an asset to the organization.
Which is what he was before he became on.
Right.
Before he came on. I think what happened with him is, he was coached by Pat Riley, and he thought, oh, if Pat can do this, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? And who knows what those huddles look like? He probably thought he was doing more of the coaching than Pat Riley does. So I'm like, it's not like this guy knows more basketball than I do.
Interesting.
I'm the fucking Hall of Famer. I'm this, I'm that. So, Pat makes it look easy. Pat comes in. We've all heard the stories. He comes in with the fucking Godfather haircut, puts the rings on the table, and is like, make you offer you can't refuse type of dude. Yeah. And for a lot of times that works, But With Magic, and he has a billion other things going on, like you said, like it's an all-in job.
Yep.
Like you can't. Granted, yeah, Genie probably said, yeah, you can still do this other shit because you are just a face. And the fact that they're not getting somebody to replace that, the president of basketball operations, just giving that shit to Rob Pelinka, lets you know, like,
where Genie lies.
You were just a face, bro.
Right.
Like you're a Laker legend, and they can't shit on you. And if you want to work there, yeah, absolutely. You give him a nice fucking cushy job, a nice cushy title, and make him, run that shit.
Does this not underscore how bad of a decision it was for LeBron to go to L.A.?
You think it's a
How
worse...
you let Magic Johnson convince you of anything?
Right.
I don't think he convinced him of anything.
So that's
I think LeBron
what,
was like...
No, LeBron, well, I was going to go, but I
anyway.
think that Magic is very convincing. And I think that's the asset, right? I think that Magic is the type of guy that's convincing amongst players. Like if he sits down with free agents, if he sits down with these people, then absolutely. Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Can we help you out?
Is this for Amari Hardwick?
No.
No.
Other one.
Uh,
Oh, good.
So, and thanks for closing the door. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
So basically, you have a situation where like he's in the room with them and he's making them feel good and doing exactly what he did to Max, exactly what he did to Molly, and exactly what he did to Stephen A. Smith. And I think what happens when you leave that room, you go, I do want to help this guy. I don't know if you guys have ever been, around like elite level schmoozers.
Yeah.
Have you ever?
I don't know.
You would know.
Probably.
No. You would know. There's a distinct difference.
Okay.
How they make you feel.
Okay.
I have a buddy who is an elite level schmoozer, and you wouldn't even know he's schmoozing. But he has a way of making you feel wildly important, no matter what you're saying. Wildly important.
Right.
And when you're around a guy like that, this weird sensation happens where you want to help them win.
Yeah.
It is a life hack.
Yeah.
It is the craziest thing you've ever experienced. And like, there even be times where like, in my mind, I'm like, why do I want... What the?
I'll tell you this: the person
All I'm
that
saying
I
is
could
he
say,
has that, and then you apply that to
You
apply it to free agents. You apply that to people. The reason why it doesn't work in this role is because you can't schmooze another GM that's trying to win too.
It's still a results-based business. You could do all you need to do, but like if it's not ended up in wins and losses, they're just like, all right,
they're not going. Okay, here's Antonio Davis. I like how you smile.
Yeah.
No, Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Doesn't make any sense.
What you were saying?
No, I was about to say like one person I've been around that's an elite schmoozer like that is Drake. Like an elite who makes everyone feels like the fucking man. You know what I'm saying?
The
like
bottles to
fucking,
Charlemagne.
Yeah.
The ability
Yeah.
to come below him. Right? To drop yourself below the guy who's criticized you.
Yeah.
Right.
Knowing that if I schmooze right, he's going to be on my side. And he had Charlemagne on his side for,
Yep.
I don't know, a good year before Charlemagne was critical at all. That is elite.
Yeah, and he does that to everybody, man, and that's why he gets so much business done. That's why he got that fucking Raptors gig. Like he's the man at that, bro. Like if he follows you, like he'll follow you on Instagram, and then like he will compliment you, leave a little comment on your shit. He'll make you feel like $1 million after you talk to him for 5 fucking minutes, and that's what outside of like being a great musician and like actor or whatever, like that's what he does. He makes you feel
accompany
important.
talent and schmoozing, you have a very unstoppable force.
Oh, of
because
course.
most billionaires or like 100 millionaires are kind of dicks.
Yeah.
Right? And they have to be to function in that world. They don't understand, right? They're like, I need to take a hard line on this. They're killers. And some people, and it takes elite talent, right?
Yeah.
Because if you don't have any talent, you're just rich, we don't really like you.
Yeah.
You just offer us salvation and security.
Yeah.
But when we love your music.
Yeah.
Or we love your basketball playing ability, and then you make me feel good.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where we go. What
It's
can
like,
I help
I'm
you?
in. I'm in now?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
How can I help
let's
you?
work.
I want to be part of whatever you do.
I want to be more in with you. Like, here, fucking let's do this cognac. Let's do this clothing line. Let's fucking make you let's put you on the cover of this magazine. Like
The deals
whatever.
are like that's why they were saying. Remember when Drake signed to Young Money,
Yeah,
he didn't
yeah.
sign to. There was some guy, Jewish
He didn't sign
guy,
to Atlantic. He didn't sign to Leo Cohen.
Cohen, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
apparently Cohen's was like crying about it or something. I forget. Like he was.
He's Mr. Jew. Like he's
Right.
the fucking
Mr.
guy.
Jew.
No, he is the big.
Mr. Jew.
Yo, I'm telling you, if you ever met Leo Cohen, like you ever hear about rappers talking about like the man and you're like,
I think I remember
if you could
he was the guy that
draw
got
a
DMX.
picture of who that guy is, it's
Yeah.
Leo Cohen.
So
He's that guy.
and apparently he was like distraught over this. It's because he's not stupid. He knows he saw talent and elite.
Elite schmoozing.
When you take those things and you go, I get a piece of whatever that guy makes.
Yeah.
Mad at you.
We know people like this.
Yeah.
I think I do.
We
I think
know
I
people
yeah.
like, and then you go start putting together the pieces.
Yeah.
Right? You start
Yeah.
and you go, oh shit. Because the natural reaction for most of us, right, is to be in meetings and these types of things, and it's actually a good reaction. Is just like, how can I be successful in this moment?
Yeah.
Right, and it's because we're not bringing much equity into the meeting. But when you have equity
That
and you come
moment.
into the meeting,
Yeah.
and instead of looking at these people you're in the meeting with, going, how can you help me? But like, wow, you guys are really talented, and you gotta. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my,
I think
dude,
I've even spoken to you about a comic friend of ours who's just like a sociopathically brilliant
yeah.
manipulator.
Yeah, I think
it's
I think
incredible.
I know who
Yeah.
we were talking
Yeah.
about, and it's. I'm just saying, like, there's, again, I don't know your deal with Jay-Z and your deal with Doomsday,
Yeah.
but I bet you if Jay walked up to all you guys, knew a little bit about your life, said
Yes.
this, and then he was like, listen. We would love to be, support you guys, whatever you guys need. Let's say he didn't even pay you, but he's like, we just want to be in business together. We'll figure out some money down the line, but let's just do it. If he buttered y'all up the right way,
I mean,
I bet y'all be like,
His
all right,
power
Jay.
is a different.
Hove has a different type of power. Like, he'll say little things that aren't necessarily schmoozing, but it's like, oh my god, I can't believe he just said that to me. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
always
Oh,
about what's
interesting.
next. It's always about the next step.
My
Like, he'll-
interpretation of Jay is always that he's created himself to be so much larger than life that you're still drawn to it somehow.
Of
Like he
course.
went to Kevin Hart's show at Soul Out Madison Square Garden. Kevin Hart tells a story in Breakfast Club, and he said, "How does it feel?" And Kevin Hart was like, "Yo, man, it's crazy selling out the Garden, blah blah." And Jay was like, "No, man, how does it feel that I'm at your show?"